Alright, how's it going everyone? My name is Theron. Welcome back to another Found from Heroes summoning session. Today's the day we've been waiting for. CYL 6 is here, Weave of Fate banner, featuring Crom, Tiki, Seliph, and Byleth. And I gotta say, could they have made them any more broken? That's all I gotta say. Oh my god. This honestly, despite how broken some of them seem to be, this is probably one of our best CYLs we've gotten so far. And I love it. Let's get on with the summoning session. Yeah, all these people are just... Their kits are just way too good. Yeah, Byleth with Inner Wellspring, Slaying Effect gives her no follow-up when she's nearby her allies. She has Quicken Pulse if her special is at its max value. So that's already a very heavily reduced, Divine Pulse, that's the special. So she already has a -2 on her special because of Slaying. +5 to stats during combat, and a mini special spiral if her special triggers before or during combat. She's just ready to proc her special left, right, and center. I love it. Of course, Divine Pulse, I'd say this is probably one of the better specials any of the Byleths have gotten, because it boosts their damage by 25% of their speed, so nice bit of true damage. And then it has damage reduction on foes' next attack by 75%, and then also boosts her next attack by 20% of her own speed. So no matter what, she's always going to outspeed everybody and just nuke them with a ton of damage. Again, could they have made this any more broken? I don't think so. This, like I said, is probably one of the better specials any of the Byleths have gotten. And of course, she brings a new, I believe this was a B skill, Speed Preempt, which is speed -4 on foe during combat, and then it gives her the Vantage effect if the foe is bow, dagger, or a magic user, as long as they have less speed than Byleth. Which, considering how she's getting boosted damage based off of her speed and her special, yeah, she's probably going to outspeed everybody, no matter what. I feel like the no follow-up was a bit redundant, but hey, it just means that she's going to always attack twice, no matter what. Also, I'd like to point out that I called it on Byleth having the Sothis Regalia, because it was the most obvious one, let's be honest. Now, if we get male Byleth to win next year, I'm going to say this right now, he's going to be wearing Gerald's armor. Just because, like we've seen in Roy, Ike, and with our next character, Seliph, they like making the guys dress up as their dads. Let's just admit that right here and now. They like making some of the male winners dress up like their dad. Oh, Ephraim too, that's right. Ephraim, his Brave armor is supposed to be based off of his dad's armor in-game. I forgot about that. Good god. Anyway, Seliph with the Holy Tide Tearfing, Slain and built-in Canto. Nice. +5 to all stats during combat, and basically he just gets boosted damage based on the number of spaces either Seliph moves or the foe moves, times 10% of foe's defense. Probably wrote that wrong, but what I remember typing down. So no matter what, well actually no, not no matter what, you kind of want to stay close to where he is, because otherwise that damage is just going to spike right off the charts. And of course, Conditional Miracle, as long as his HP is above 25%, or at 25%. I'm just going to double check Pulse Weapon. I did say, yep, Foe's Defense. So yeah, physical tanks beware if you are like 3 or 4 spaces away from Cella. He will probably one-shot you. And of course, combining with his weapon, we have the new attack speed flash skills. Interesting to see the rest of the flash skills get added. Like speed defense, attack res. Can't wait to see those. Essentially, it works similar to one of the effects in Holy Tide Tearfing. Boosts his attack and speed by number of spaces, either foe or unit move, +6. And of course, it neutralizes penalties to attack and speed if the number of spaces moved is 2 or more. But like I said, you're way too far away from him, he's just gonna get a crap ton of damage. And you're probably not gonna survive. Oh! Got Tiki! Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. I am very happy that Tiki won, and I'm sure a lot of people agree with me on this. But I'm not a fan that it's young Tiki's clothes that she's wearing. It feels like just feels like an undeserved win right here. Like, I'm fine with Tiki as a unit right now, but for IS to basically ask the artist, hey, have it be adult Tiki in Tiki's clothes from Shadow Dragon. That doesn't feel like a good enough win. It's like, again, no offense to Pinnacle R for what they've done. They always make banger art. But Intelligent Systems needs to stop with their just spoiling young Tiki, essentially. Because this is supposed to be adult Tiki. That's all I'm going to say on it. Artist did an amazing job, it's just Intelligent Systems' fault for saying we want her in young Tiki's clothes. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, Tiki, right. Really solid tank from, again, just what I've seen on her base kit. Breath being Slain effect with effect against dragons, and then she's within 3 spaces of allies, which I'm a little surprised about. I thought they would have gone with 2, but 3 spaces also works. She gets a +5 to all stats during combat, makes a guaranteed follow-up, and if her attack is going to trigger her special, she's given Quickened Pulse. So if her special is at 1, and one of her attacks is going to basically proc it, she's basically given Quickened Pulse. Or like if she's close to being her special, I think that's what it was. So back-to-back Tikis, let's go. I think I read that correctly, but I'm not sure. Of course, on the opposite side, if foes attack can trigger her special, and they have less res than Tiki, apparently she inflicts guard on the foe before they can attack. So that's good. Like I said, just makes her a tank. She's bringing again, another new skill that I'm very interested to see the other versions of this. Attack res finish. Now, I won't lie, when I first saw this skill, that little icon, I thought this was another brazen attack. What am I trying to say? Brazen attack res 4. And I thought, finally, they're giving us more brazen tier 4 skills. Nope, it's attack res finish. My hopes were dashed. Brazen attack speed 4 is going to be the only tier 4 brazen skill. I'm calling it. But anyway, finish skills. She's within 2 spaces of allies, +7 to her attack and res, and if her special is ready or triggered before / during combat, it deals an extra +5 damage during combat. and of course a bit of a Mystic Boost heal at the end, as long as she deals damage to foe, even if it's 0. Spike. Hey, Dusel! I think you're about to be outclassed by Gerald soon. Or whatever Lance Cavalry unit we just got, I don't know. Plus defense. I have to double check if that's good or not. I'll at least give you the heart. I think I have one that's already plus defense or plus attack. Not sure. Anyway, last skill for Tiki, her unique B skill, New Divinity. Inflicts -5 to foes' attack and res if she has 25% or more HP, and then she's just given Dragon Ball, because why wouldn't you? She's supposed to be a tank unit. Of course you would give her Dragon Ball. I find it funny that they've given this new Tiki Dragon Ball, because I'm actually updating my base adult Tikis. Not this Tiki, the other Tiki we have. I'm updating her base kit, and I've actually given her Dragon Ball. I just need to feed her a legendary Fae, and she'll be good to go. Defense. Aside between whatever the boon was on the previous one and this, I think plus defense might be better. I don't know. Trying to do all of that while drinking water was a bit of a struggle. Finally, last and certainly not least, like at all, Brave Crom. Wielding the Gyrdrifl, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm not an expert on Norse pronunciations, please don't quote me on that. And we've got Slain and Effect against armors. Then it boosts his stats by number of bonuses and penalties active on him times 2 + 5. He initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of allies. Essentially, bonus doubler is the best way we can word this. Not sure how it works with penalties, but I'm sure it'll be something. So that's exactly how it works. Then it also reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40%, and if he has a bonus active, Quick Impulse for faster charging special. Nice. But that's not where Crom shines. Not by a mile. Because he also has the new C skill, Infantry Speed Tactic. I will say right now, I've never been a fan of the tactic skills, just because they only work for a specific unit. Because it has to be like, their movement is 2 or less. So infantry, flying, and armor. Cavalry cannot use them. Or at least get their bonuses, I mean. But this one is interesting, because it gives the +6 speed to allies within 2 spaces. Just like a normal skill, but there's no like movement restriction. If you have a cavalry, they get the speed. Not bad. Then it only gives infantry allies, or anybody with 2 or less movement, no follow-up. Unless it was only infantry allies. It's been a while since I've read the skill. But anyway, you have the restriction of who gets no follow-up, essentially. But that actually works well with his assist skill, Fate Change, my bad. Which is just a better to change fate from legendary Crom and Duo Robin. Because this is still the same reposition, but after he uses Reposition on an ally that has a bonus, for example, no follow-up from Speed Tactic skill, he will get that bonus for one turn. And then of course he has Isolation. So that means if he's next to an infantry ally that has no follow-up, thanks to his C skill, now Crom also gets no follow-up. That's still not where he shines, because it's any bonus. So skills like, or effects like On Guard, Warp Bubble, Pathfinder, or the piece de resistance of them all. From Legendary and Summer Claude, Falling Star, with that 80% damage reduction. Because remember, when Claude uses Fallen Star, it is a bonus effect on him. So he has a crap ton of damage reduction. Legendary Claude, or Summer Claude if you want, Brave Crom on the same team. That 80% damage reduction added onto what his weapon has, that's going to be more like a 90% damage reduction that Crom just has no matter what. Oh my god. It's actually insane that they've given this to Crom, and they do not regret it. Crom literally out here trying to collect the Infinity Gauntlet of bonus effects. All for him to use just for himself. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, like I said, this is probably the best CYL we've gotten so far. I don't know how they're going to top this next year, but when we do get to next year, or when we're ready for next year, I mean, once again, vote for Azura. Even if it's just one vote, that is all I ask. Just one vote for Azura, and I will be happy. Because I am absolutely going to spend all of my votes for Azura, just like every year. Because why wouldn't I? This is the third Brave Tiki I've gotten. Alright. What the heck? I guess she just likes me? I don't know. My speed. Alright, well. Again, still no idea which of those boons would be better for her, but I'll take it. At the very least, none of them have been minus attack, which is a good thing, because that is a super pain for her, and I don't want that. Since we're about to wrap this up, how about I just answer one of the questions I didn't get to from the last summon session, I mean. And if you want to ask a question for the next summoning video, just leave it in the comment section down below. I'll put it on Word Doc and hopefully be able to answer it next time. But this question comes from Azure Anchors, and a quick apology for not being able to answer this the last time, kind of ran out of time. But they ask, which of the 4 fairy dancers is your favorite and why? So thank you for the question, Azure, and it's a bit of a split in terms of like what I consider favorite. For personality-wise, it would be Peony, just because she's the most positive and uplifting of them all. But in terms of like character-wise, like who they are as a character, backstory and whatnot, it's actually a tie between Triandra and Plumeria. Just because they've both been through an absolute hell of an existence before becoming fairies. And it was thanks to Freya's kindness that they're now here. In terms of that, personality-wise, Peony. Because, again, she's the most positive one out of all of them. And we need positivity in this life. But character-wise, tied between Plumeria and Triandra. I'm going blue. I want that. I want that absolute busted lance that Chrom has. Oh my god. Actually, no, not busted lance. Assist skill. So my man can just get Fallen Star as long as he's on team with Claude. Good god. Alright, let's go. Alright, well, not a bad Juicer Legends for me. Normally these banners hate me for some reason. I normally don't get this lucky with 3 freaking Tikis in a row, but I will take what I can get because, yeah, again, this is just one of the best CYLs we've gotten in a while. But that is going to do it for today's summoning session. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I don't know why I said it like that. If you did summon on this banner, let me know who you got down below in the comments section. I always love seeing results. And if you haven't summoned yet, first of all, I would highly recommend it. Secondly, I wish you the best of luck. But with that, I'm Theron, saying I'll see you next time. So until then, farewell, game on.